Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. So today we are going to play a game we've not played on the channel before, which is Total Warhammer 2. However, it is a game I've played a lot in my own time. So we're going to play Mortal Empires, and we are going to pick Eltharion for this first game. Difficulty is going to be legendary, very hard battle difficulty, and to make it a little bit more interesting, we are going to try and hold on to the Badlands. Alright. Now I'm not sure if we'll do a series on this, but I'm going to show you a pretty good start that I've come up with for expanding, initially in the Badlands while also consolidating your home province. It isn't the easiest thing to do because your finances are going to be very tight because you've got to maintain two armies right from the start. But if it was easy, where would the fun be?
Last degree.
Okay, let's just skip past that. I think we've all seen him before. So this is Eltharion. We've got a single settlement here in the Badlands, and then we also have a second force over here, and that's our capital of Tor Ivris. We set off with a Lawmaster who will have a random trait, so we've got stimulated. Oof, well, it's not very good, but we get a little bit of extra post-battle loot, I suppose, so better than nothing. Alright, so we're going to set off and fight this battle here. So we're just going to bring in the Lawmaster. So we're going to have two battles. Well, we're going to have two battles against this army, and then there's another army in the Badlands we're going to fight as well. And each of these armies has a lord. So we've got a wizard here that we can try and capture as part of Eltharion's unique mechanics. Okay, so auto-resolve would give us close victory. We're going to manually resolve it to make sure that we capture this lord. And if possible, take as few losses as possible. This is the trickiest of the two battles, in my opinion. But I think we should still be okay. Alright, so let's set up over here. Our archers, our reavers can begin, so they begin with vanguard deployment. Then we've got our two heroes here. And we also have some infantry, but yeah. Alright, let's begin. So we're going to scout down here with the reavers and try and harass the enemy a little bit. They do have a cavalry unit, if I remember rightly. Okay, so so the Goblin Wolf Riders. So they've got speed 92, which means they're actually faster than us. What we ideally want them to do is follow us into range of our archers before the rest of their army catches up. Whether we can trigger them to do that, I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it at the moment. If we can't get them to do that, we ideally want to drag away some of their other units. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so that's ideal. We can get rid of those Wolf Riders straight away. Let's just... we don't really want to take too many losses with our Reavers though. We've broken. Hopefully they'll recover. And in the meantime, we need to tank this lot. Yeah, okay, so we've recovered. We just want the Reavers now to be around to chase down the enemy at the end of the battle. Destroy as many units as we can. Okay, this is less than ideal. Alright, focus on him. That wizard is pretty nasty. Okay, we're not doing too badly. Why don't you start shooting at the wizard? You two can also start attacking him. Now we've got to time this right. And okay, I think we'll leave him for the moment and switch to the archers. Because trying to capture him when he's in a clump of other units is going to be difficult.
Eltharion archers! Understood! Make Ulthuan proud! True magic!
Whoa, he's going to kill our lord if we're not careful. Alright, we're going to go for it.
Acknowledge! Full order!
So we've won, and there we've captured him. Alright, let's chase these guys down.
Emperor guides me.
Yeah, they're wiped out. Get on to the next unit. We might get both of these if we're lucky, but we'll certainly get one of them. Okay, let's just speed things up a tad. Right, I think they're gone. Yeah, 3 units left. And we get the archers as well, which is by far the most important. Alright, and then we'll end there. I may have actually wiped them all out. Looks like it. Yeah, we have. Alright, we're going to take replenishment.
This is all lesser beings deserve.
Now we can't reach that settlement this turn, but we can just stay here, and we haven't got enough movement to go into encamp. So in many ways it would have been better to just let one of those units escape, and then we could have got a second battle. That would have just helped a little bit with experience. But it's not the end of the world. So yeah, Lorna's just going to stay there. Let's have a look at her trait. Primed. Yeah, that's not bad. Extra winds of magic. Now, over here in the Badlands, there is a greenskin army round about here.
Onward, I say. They cannot live.
And we need to take absolute minimal damage. Alright, better you can fight this, the easier the next turn's going to be. Now this battle can go badly, but I think I have a way to make it work.
As you say. Spearman.
Eltharion.
So we're going to use our Phoenix to split their army up, if we can. Now we have this Emberstorm ability, so we want to fly over their units, and we're going to target the Savage Orc boys here at the back, because that is their most dangerous unit. There we go, right in the middle. Okay, well, we didn't get any kills, damaged it a little bit. So now we're just going to do a little bit of swooping, try and damage them further, and then just get straight back out again if we can. This is the tricky little bit. So the rest of their army is now going to charge, and we're just going to try and separate these guys. Obviously they're fast, so they will catch up. Come on, get out. Oh yeah, if you stay back, that's even better. Come on. Alright, I think we've escaped. Just wait for him to take off. There we go. Now you just need to swoop down again before they catch up to the rest of their forces. That didn't work. Did stop them. Okay, I'm going to try something a little bit different then. Come on, take off. We're going to swoop down here. Okay, if you want to chase over there, that's fine. There we go. We're not doing too well at breaking them up, which is a bit of a shame. I want some of them to move over here. Oh, that was good. I think we got a swipe in. can judge it just right before you land, which obviously we failed to do there. You can sometimes get a swipe in and remain in the air. Yeah, okay, come back. Alright, let's just bring you back around there, something like that. How are we doing? Well, they're not interested in fighting us, are they? But we are at least separating these guys. So if we change direction,
As you say,
maybe we can get some shots on them.
for duty, ancestors.
Oh, get out of combat there.
Orders received. Setting forth.
The Grim Warden rises!
For duty.
Okay, if we can get them to rout, that's fantastic. Alright, you can just stay back here. You, however, can chase them. Let's see if we can separate one of these guys. Okay, that's working. And it's easier for us to break the Phoenix away from these because they're not as fast. Come on, fly, very good. Let's target the Lord.
Guided by waystones!
Very good. Oh, you should be targeting over there.
Spearmen. We will obey.
Yeah, they're still running. That's good. They're only broken, so they might rally. Hopefully not.
It shall be done. After advance.
Yeah, pretty good strike that. And we actually distract these from advancing on us as well by being on the ground behind them. So why don't we see what we can do? Now we'll do this one again.
Penance! Eltharion moving! Empowered by vengeance!
It will be done. Without fail.
Eltharion! To battle!
Now Eltharion can heal himself, so it's not the end of the world if he takes a little bit of damage. They've shattered, so get on back. I think they got some of their own units there, which is pretty good.
For duty.
Alright, let's shoot over there. Got a nice angle.
Archers. We will obey. Weapons ready.
pretty much stuck in the middle of that blob. See if we can just get out. Because we've got our Ember Storm we could do. Which wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let you charge at those. Oh yeah, that was a really good one. Alright, so now we just want to catch the Lord.
Eltharion!
Interestingly, we don't have the cage ability.
Archers! Eltharion!
Oh, we didn't interrogate the first leader. Alright, chase down some of these guys. Go over there.
Archers! Weapons ready!
So yeah, so if you're going to do this strategy, remember to execute the leader.
The might of Everest!
Otherwise you're just wasting a few warden supplies. Bit of experience as well for Eltharion. But that's not central to the strategy, so we're not going to worry about it for this video. I think they're going to be wiped out. Just kill one more. Yeah, okay. Let's leave those, see if you can chase over here. Eltharion, you can heal yourself back up a little bit.
The warden marches!
Archers!
No point you chasing.
Forward!
You're never going to catch them. Okay, pretty good.
I am ever ready!
Like you start healing our Phoenix.
By my father's blade!
Yeah, so they're wiped out. So we might have wiped them all out, which would be pretty good. Are we going to get another heal in? I'm not too sure. Okay. Yeah, alright, they're still running away. That's going to be it though. So our infantry took the losses. Obviously our single entities we can heal up with Eltharion's spell. But we do need to replenish these guys. Which means that we are going to take the forced labour.
Let them build our defences.
And yeah, we wipe them out. Excellent.
Prince
Alright, so we're just going to stay here and recruit. Take Group Marcher, of course. And we're going to hire 3 archers. Then we've got this prisoner to interrogate, so let's execute him.
mercy is mere vanity.
And we're going to build the interrogation chamber, because at level 2 we'll get an extra 200 experience every time we interrogate a prisoner.
Athel Tamara must stand proud.
And obviously we would have been able to have that upgrade at the end of this turn if we'd remembered to execute at the beginning, but we didn't, so too late now. we shouldn't need any more units to take this town. Normally I don't wipe out the army here. I have a second battle and then we just retreat back into the territory here for replenishment, and then obviously you can't, because you're on force march, then you can't recruit anyway. Of course it would make it the next battle easier if we recruited, but finances are a little bit tight, so I'm going to get rid of that. And because finances are tight, we are not going to upgrade that yet. Probably not going to be able to do any diplomacy,
You may approach and make your request.
but you can always try.
I'm listening. I am incredibly busy. I think this unwise.
So typically you won't get any diplomacy success with Eltharion until you've taken this port city here, because that opens up trade, and then quite a few of the elves should then want to trade with you.
High Elven archery.
Right, for research we are going to go for archery prowess, and then we can end the turn. Okay, so here we now need to decide what we're going to build. We need the income, so we're going to go Elven Craftsman.
Master of magic.
Over here, if we've timed it right, we should be able to reach Galbraz. We're in a pretty healthy state.
Remove this threat. Folly. They cannot.
There we go. We put it under siege. However, we don't have siege equipment, so we do have to siege it down. Now, depending on your strength, if you've done that first battle well, like we did, we can actually build a battering ram in one turn. Often you won't be able to, and it's not the end of the world, because this garrison is going to sally forth, and depending how strong your army is, if you didn't make a mess of the first battle, you'll just be able to auto-resolve it and wipe out the garrison and automatically take the settlement during the end turn. So whether this takes one turn or 2 turns really doesn't make any difference.
Leave none alive. Execute the fiend.
Alright, so here now we've just got this settlement battle to fight, which we could auto-resolve, losing just the infantry, but it's going to be a Pyrrhic victory, and one would hope we can do better than that. We do have 2 archers, but we'll see how we go on. And really the archers are the only danger in this army. Okay, so we want to put our reavers over there somewhere.
Understood.
And these guys can just stand on the side ready to intercept any infantry coming our way. Right, let's begin. May as well pop that down. Now what we want to do is get the attention of those archers. There we go, so they are trying to target our reavers. And if we judge this right, we can pretty much just run in circles around them. They're standing still while the rest of the army advances on our own forces. So we're sort of just, you know, at the leading edge of their range, so they're never really hitting us. Just got to be a bit careful now, coming through here. So they might get a few hits. But we're shooting at them all the time because we've got fire whilst moving. And there you see, now they're in range of our archers. What this does mean is you've got to keep focus on your reavers all the time, because if we stop, these guys are going to decimate us. A few volleys and we would probably be running away. But as you see, now they're quite a distance away from their forces, so we can just take these guys on their own. Okay, they have broken through to our archers there, which is a bit of a shame. You can obviously put in a few sort of move orders like that. Doesn't work as well as you might expect though. Far better to control. Okay, we're still doing alright. Let's try something like that. Yeah, okay, we got away from their infantry. We are looking at in trouble there. We need our lord to get out of there. He's lacking a healing spell at the moment. Alright. We're still doing okay. Our reavers are really doing well. Okay, they're running. That's good. Carol, you can get in. Okay, Reavers, how are you doing? You are doing fantastic. I've got loads of ammo left though. Of the goblins. Alright, what can we do? Let's shoot those. So that should have broken all the infantry. And then we just got these archers left to deal with. Anyways, could try a charge on them maybe. Yeah, a little bit dangerous doing that. We've broken one of them though. Okay, you guys target them. Yeah, there we go, we've won. So all we've got left now is to run these guys down. But we don't need to run them down because it's a settlement fight. So just going to occupy. I think we'll take Earthblood initially, because then we can start healing Lorna up. She seems to take damage pretty easily. We will take Iron Disciplinarian just to stave off revolts here.
High Elven
And we
Archer.
want to recruit 3 archers.
We must
Yeah, back here we're all done. So yeah, so that's it really. We will just end the turn. There you go. So they've sallied forth, and we can just auto-resolve it for a close victory without losing any units at all. Now, you can take quite a bit more damage than we did here, and if you do, then you might get a Pyrrhic victory, and then you might lose a couple of units in the auto-resolve. But even if you do, you know, it's still worth it, because this just wipes out the garrison without needing a siege.
Failure is
So don't play the battle out manually, because you won't kill everything.
a new sanctuary.
And you've got yourself a main tier settlement in the Badlands. Simple as that. Obviously from this point on things can start to get a little bit random depending on what the AI does. Okay, we're going to take Wary. So that's reduced ambush chance, increased ambush defense chance. And we also want to build some archers here.
Wanted by fate.
If you get this building, just demolish it, because it's not worth it to build armoured archers at this stage, and we can build regular archers just from the settlement itself. So we can build something better in there. I'm not building up Grontimingle because, you know, if Wurzag attacks us, he's just going to overrun that, so it's not worth spending any money on it. Over here, we want to... I think it's safest just to go to the border and recruit another 3 archers. Depending what Skullcrag do, you could advance into their territory. The disadvantage of sticking on the border here is we can't reach the settlement in one turn. We would have to go halfway down, go into ambush stance, and then attack it the turn after. Generally these guys move this army back down to the Shrine of Loic, but sometimes they come back, so you know, it's not guaranteed what will happen. And obviously if you do advance, then you're going to have some quite tough fights. So this is the way I do it. And that's as much as we want to do this turn. Obviously we're running in the red, and it's going to get worse. So that's why we
No glory.
don't upgrade this building, because we need to keep the money. We just need to survive for a couple of turns really. And then we'll be able to do trade agreements, and that will help our finances enormously. You're still going to have a very tight campaign for quite a number of turns.
Duty.
But you see, we've got enough money to now survive 2 turns. So at this point you've got a couple of settlements you can go for. So Top Knots. Well, and these two, plus they begin with that, so they've lost that to the Tomb Kings. And the Tomb Kings will often take one of these settlements before you can get it, so it's very difficult to get the whole of this region. I recommend you go down to Agril Migdal, and I would just move as far as you can, maybe stop on the border, just as sometimes they will have an army coming back this way. Doesn't look like it this time. They haven't got much in the way of military presence. So in this situation, I would just force march all the way. You haven't really got the money to recruit any more units, and you shouldn't need any more units. So
No rest, no weakness.
now they might have a small force here, and they might use that and attack us here, and that's fine if they do. Even in force march, we're strong enough to defeat that army, I famously say. Probably won't have the money to risk buying that. You could do. Okay, so they stayed at this settlement, which is something they don't normally do. But they may go back this turn. So we're just going to go down in here. We've only got 45% ambush chance.
I know my destination.
So they might discover us. If they decide to attack us, that's probably okay. Got 12 units. They would have another turn's recruitment, so it'd be pretty even. You need to take the port. If you don't take the port, you're going to suffer. We'll just have a quick look at diplomacy. See if they will. Excellent.
Let's hear it. Fellow Asur, I bid you welcome. Impossible.
Let's see if Tyrion will give us a non-aggression pact. No. They don't normally. Like I say, normally you've got to take the port before you can get any more agreements. So we'll just end the turn. Wouldn't be surprised if these sally forth. Yeah, there we go. So you see, we can just auto-resolve that for a decisive victory. So they've got a couple of Savage Orc boys, just one unit of archers. So I think we will just manually fight this. And that's just so that we can hopefully minimise our losses and also capture this commander. Gambling never works for me. Oh, but it did that time. Alright, so where do we want to set up? Don't want to be behind the trees, so sort of over here looks fairly good.
Eltharion!
As you say.
Eltharion!
I like to start with my infantry if I've only got a couple, one on either side, and then I can just bring them in, and they can also protect the flanks at the beginning against any cavalry. Okay, let's just reorient slightly. Let's see what we can do here. So again, we just want to delay some of the units so they're not all going to hit us at once. Just makes the battle a little bit easier. So why don't we focus on the archers? The problem is they might do us quite a bit of damage whilst we're trying to take back off again. But we could just stay on the ground. Actually, why don't we... No, they're just running away.
Spearman, for duty.
What we could do is send our wolf... I say wolf, war lions, shreds after the archers. That's not a bad idea. Okay, let's have you target them.
For Ulthuan. Acknowledged.
Without fail. Without question. Onward! Moving out!
Archers. Death to all. Spearman, for order.
Alright, so that's one unit gone.
Understood. To the fray.
I think we can get the Phoenix out of there and leave it to the White Lions. Looks to be out. Yeah, those are dealt with as well. So
Acknowledged.
Warhammer. Advance. Archers.
For Eltharion!
For Ulthuan.
Acknowledged. For duty!
No surrender!
Archers. Warrior. We will obey.
okay, so they're running now. Let's cage him. Try and finish him off. You can chase those, and you might as well chase those savage orcs. Yeah, we got the Lord. They're wiped out as well. We're just trying to wipe out now as much as we can. Probably not going to get those.
Death to all!
For duty.
Eltharion!
So what have you got there? That's just power reserves. Alright. Time to heal yourself. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, I think we're going to get those. Eltharion's fully healed. So all in all, pretty good fight. Is that healed fully? It is. Alright. A few of them escaped. We're obviously going to take replenishment, because we've got a settlement still to take at the end of that, and we've got the remnants of these guys.
only worth his service. The green skins are but locusts.
Okay, so this time let's remember to execute this guy.
I know you.
And there
There
we've got
must come restoration.
our second interrogation chamber.
Prince Eltharion, stand ready.
So we're just going to fully go wary, and then we'll probably put 1 point into Iron Disciplinarian. We're aiming for Lightning Strike.
Sworn to eradicate
Now,
skins.
they look to be in the settlement, don't they?
Avenge Tor Ivres.
Yeah, they are in the settlement. You can auto resolve it if you want. We've got a lord back there, so we're just going to manually do it. Let's see if our gambling streak will work. Yeah, it did.
Archers! Acknowledged! Spearmen!
The Fang Sword hungers. March toward heaven.
So I've got a couple of archer units. If we could separate those, that would be pretty good.
The Grim Warden rises.
So we've got speed 70, we're 82, so we can outrun them. However, I want to get across here to the archers, so they're just tagging slightly. Don't really want to be doing staying there, so let's take off. And we could go for those Savage Orc boys while we chase their archers. That'd be pretty good.
Eltharion.
Okay, let's get you into the fray before they reach any of our archers.
By my father's blade.
Onward!
It shall be done. Archers! Lacoy!
Orders understood.
Without fail! Without fail!
Okay, how are we doing? We got caught. Oh no, we didn't. We targeted those deliberately. That's fine. And we look to be doing okay there as well. So our faith bearers have got pretty much decimated. That's fine, because you would want to disband those after this battle, whatever happens. They're not a great unit, and the cost us too much. Same with the Phoenix. We are going to get rid of that after this battle.
Draw back!
Alright. And the same with our White Lions, to be honest. And if you get rid of those, that's going to solve most of your income problems.
For my father's honor.
As you say.
Yeah, okay, so they're broken. We now just need to kill this lord.
Weapons ready. Kill them.
Spearmen, moving out.
Let's just
Eltharion
get
guides us. Swiftly.
our infantry away so that the archers have got a better line of sight. There we go, he's dead. And that's it really, we don't need to worry about the rest because it's a settlement battle. We will though take the time just to heal up our lord. And with that we will end the battle.
A new sanctuary for the asset.
Okay, so let's interrogate
All you have to do
and execute.
is talk.
We don't have enough supplies to upgrade anything. You need 5 to upgrade. The next thing we will upgrade is the influence buildings. But for now, that's as much as we can do. So let's give him a single point into Iron Disciplinarian
No glory,
and move on
only sons.
over here. Now, this very rarely happens in my experience where they stay here. However, it has happened now, so we're not strong enough to take on that army.
High Elven Archmage. Be prepared, Asur.
So we need to fall back.
Carried by
And
magic.
it's probably best if we recruit some more archers. Now over here, to settle our books, so the Phoenix is your most expensive unit. That's costing 563 gold a turn. So regardless of how nice he is, he has to go. I suggest you get rid of the Silvering Guard and the War Lines of Schrace. If you're going to keep one, maybe the War Lions you keep because they're not massively expensive. But this guy, you know, we could just replace the Silvering Guard with regular spear infantry.
Cull the green.
And that's as much as we can afford to do. However, we've got to just keep an eye on our balance because we haven't got the trade, which is what we would hope to have at the end of this turn. So we need to be a little bit careful because we are recruiting 3 over here, so that's sort of 450 and another 300, so sort of an extra 700, so we can't afford that, is the bottom line. As we're not facing anyone in the Badlands at the moment, we are going to
Remain vigilant.
not recruit anything here. And I think we'll get rid of the War Lions as well.
Duty is purpose.
Alright, now we are at war with Broken Axe, Grom the Paunch. So he will sometimes send an army down. We're not at war yet with Wurzag. So Wurzag is over here. Owns these settlements. Or is that it? That's him, isn't it? No, it is the bloody hand is Wurzag. Yeah, I was getting mixed up then. So Scabby Eye is just a non-entity faction. So yeah, we're not at war with him yet, but he could declare war at any time. You just never know. But for the moment, we are probably okay, and we probably can't reach there anyway before the Tomb Kings finish it off. We will try though, but we can recruit on the way if we get some more income. Right. And on the subject of income, let us build. We'll get a little bit if we build public order building, which is what I want to build in Galbaraz, and that's as much as we can do.
High Mage.
So let's just have a quick look here. Don't think anything's going to have changed. No. Alright, so let's just end the turn and hope that these guys will bugger off somewhere. Alright, so it's very easy to get an alliance or a non-aggression pact with the Tomb Kings and a trade once you've got that port. I don't see any reason for us to want to go and attack them, so we're going to accept that, keep them friendly. Okay, so we've got a quest for, we've got to do the invocation of Ladriel. To do that we need to upgrade a couple more of these buildings. So if you look at your rights, the invocation, we've got to have Uvaris at defense level 1. So we're on the, yeah, we need to get Ladriel's blessing higher basically. So I think two upgrades will do that.
Magic in purest form.
This guy's still being a pain. Now what we could do is we could sail down to the Shrine of Loek, or we can just do more ambush shenanigans and hope that they move away. Got 15 units plus the garrison, which, yeah, we're not going to be able to beat that. It's level 3 settlement, so
Master Mage.
this is a little bit of a pain. Got to be careful of pirates, or these, whatever you want to call them, vessels. They can attack you if you go into the water within their range, which means getting down to the Shrine of Loek is a little bit tricky, so sort of ruling that out. So we're sort of almost breaking even with our current forces. So let's just head over there. And I guess we just make sure that we're close enough that we can attack this settlement if he moves away. Right, so next research for the trumpeters, that'll give speed to our archers, seeing that archers are most of our army. That can only be to the good. And yeah, we will end the turn. What we may need to do is hire another lord and use him as bait for this army.
The Waystones cannot be safe until you're head.
Okay, so we've got a non-aggression pact plus a little bit of gold from the vampire accounts. I doubt it that these guys are going to last long. I've got no intention of attacking them, not in the near future, so yeah, we will accept that. I will take the money, and he's still staying there. The problem is I don't have the money to hire another lord.
I bring Eltharion's fire.
And we don't have a raid stance as the High Elves. So we're a little bit screwed here. They're building up some sort of force down there. However, the Tomb Kings are probably moving on them as well.
Prince Eltharion. Execute the fiend.
Go on, we'll carry on moving in that direction. And we will wait one more turn.
The people are resting.
Yeah, that's going to increase upkeep by almost 1,000. Can't do that. Okay.
State your case quickly for Countless Assur line.
Yeah, we will accept the non-aggression pact.
Speak quickly, for I must not be distracted.
Don't like alliances if I can avoid them. Defensive ones can be okay, but let's not complicate matters. Yeah, this isn't working. Okay, what can we do to break this deadlock? So these guys still, so they've got decent village presence, which means obviously our force here isn't going to be enough to defeat them. We could disband this army temporarily while we take our homeland. Yeah, go on then.
My life for Tor Ifris.
We may as well boot you as well. Let's just recruit a crappy mage. Ridiculed is okay.
Master of high magic.
So this is where all campaigns, you know, start diverging. Sometimes it's very easy to secure your home province, other times it's a pain like we are getting here. So let's take Spirit Leech.
They are little more than fungus. The most gifted. Ready yourselves? I know my destination.
We may as well buff out our army all the way and hire our second lord. Yeah, we don't have the money to do that. Okay, then let's just take one of those archers instead. So I quite like fire mages if I can get them, but I don't really like either of those traits. No, I don't want those. Ridiculed is fine, because we're never going to recruit Phoenix units.
Master of high magic.
Ulthuans, if what you seek is for the greater good, my sword is yours. No.
So next turn we'll set up the ambush. See if they fall for it. Okay. They've attacked us already. I think we can take that. This is Lucy, just coming to watch. Should we gamble for the time? Probably shouldn't. Oh, yes. This is most unusual.
Orders received.
Now, they've got a lot of infantry, which means that corner camping would be quite nice, except there's too many trees. However, we could do it against here. Got a safe border. Safe flank.
It shall be done.
So we're going to set up just a little bit of a checkerboard. We can use our reavers for a little bit of kiting. And we should probably put those over here. How are these guys looking? Not too bad. We need to just get over here a little bit, I reckon.
Without question.
Let's try it at that.
Asa, move!
Yeah, they're not very quick.
Eltharion archers.
I got river trolls.
Sit up!
I assume they've got regeneration. So yeah, let's not bother targeting those.
Sail! Yes!
If we can have them chasing us, that's fine.
Move!
Oh, they're quite quick. Speed 54.
By Eltharion!
Something says they're not going to catch us. Go on then, we will target them.
We go!
Okay, let's run away. Alright, that'll do. Let's see if we can pull back some of these units.
Serve the king! Forward! Setting forth! Following orders!
We want 2 or 3 of these units ideally to
Moving out!
stop.
Eltharion guides us!
Last thing I want is for all these to hit our archers at the same time.
We away!
Otherwise things might get a little bit dicey.
Moving out! Asa, advance!
So this is working.
Forth! Asa,
A
forward!
little bit at least.
Swiftly! Onward!
Yeah, come on, you just stay back.
We go! At once! Advance! Forward! We advance! Move!
We are at risk of getting caught, but
Eltharion guides us!
I think it's worth it.
Listen now! Setting forth! Advance!
Okay, let's move you back. Just send you over there for a moment. What have we got happening here?
March me.
Let's get a little magic going.
Spearman! We go! As you say.
For order!
To battle! As you say. We will obey!
Asa, march
Oh,
me.
didn't mean to do that. Get back.
Asa, forward! Ancestors!
Okay, how are you doing? You're still okay.
We advance!
Let's bring you down here then.
Defending order! For Ulthuan! At once! Archers! Purifier! For Ulthuan! Attack! Asa, withdraw! We go! Forward! Asa, advance! Asa, move! It will be done. For duty! We will obey! For Eltharion! Lawmaster of poets!
Okay, Lawmaster, you get over here, because we are crumbling a little bit on that flank. Come on, get out of those archers.
With haste! Advance!
Actually, go for those nasty skulkers instead.
Archers!
I think we're okay over there, so let's shift
It will be done!
focus.
Acknowledge! For Eltharion!
Where's our reavers? Yeah, they're suffering badly. Yeah, they're goners.
Archers! Serve the king!
Okay, you carry on shooting over there. The rest of you need to
Following orders!
switch over here.
It shall be done!
Asa, march
think we're okay, but this is a little bit tight. Can you Spirit Leech?
Behold my power! Archers! To the fray!
Alright, we need to get rid of
As
those.
you say. Understood.
So the trolls are running away. They might be back though. If we beat those archers, I think we've won.
Asser Archmage! Magic's unleashed!
Yeah. Alright, let's just see if we can get the Lord.
Oil!
Stop him getting out of range. You two might not quite have enough time, but okay, let's Spirit Leech in. Can be close. 6 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, yeah, that was cutting it fine. Now we just want to do as much damage as we can. And these actually survived. So go on, start chasing those down.
Asser Archmage!
Might as well use your healing potion. And heal at Lorna.
For duty. To the fray!
All of these units pretty much wiped out. Oh, they're not, so let's chase those.
True magic is mine!
Yeah, you're not going to reach.
Power guardian.
Probably not going to reach either. We can try.
Eltharion archers.
Yep, they're gone. Alright, let's end it at that. It was a Pyrrhic victory, but at least we got the job done. So, banner, yeah. Might as well give it to the Reavers.
They'll spare at your hands from toil. We will smite countless greenskins.
Alright, so what tech do we want next? We will want cartridge ammunition at some point for the bolt throwers. After that, it's pretty minor. I mean, spear wall, naval discipline. Yeah, maybe. We're not going to get much though now from the level 1 techs.
High Elven Archmage.
So Lorna, you just go public order.
They are little more than thunders.
As it turned out, we didn't need the second leader.
High
Because,
elven
oh, Tyrion, you better not be.
I will obey. Now that you are here,
You're not at war with them. Don't want you stealing my
we will
promises.
smite countless greenskins.
Well, seeing we've got you, we may as well
Full speed, Azor.
run you into range for
Archmage, march
this
it.
battle.
Fall to my power.
This is probably where I forgot to interrogate the last leader.
For duty!
as you say.
Azor Archmage.
Eltharion archers!
For the king!
No master!
Eltharion archers!
Azor Archmage.
Eltharion archers!
For the king!
Orders received! By Eltharion! Without fail!
Ancestors!
For Eltharion!
Okay, we're gonna let the Lord escape. Because we want to capture him.
Prevails. Eltharion protects. They can serve the tower. Led by the wind.
Ah, he couldn't run away, okay. I think that's because he lost the battle against us in the end turn.
The day is
Okay,
ours.
so let's
All
interrogate
you have to do
and execute.
is talk. Athel Tamara shall shine once more.
High elven archmage.
I don't think we can quite reach.
Ulthuan's triumph was foreseen.
Let's just level up in case we can, because you never know. So we're going to buff Earthblood. And yeah, public order. No, can't reach.
Winds were with us.
So why don't we combine a couple of these units?
High elven archmage. Master of magic. Shaper
Okay.
of fates.
Master
You,
of high
we don't need
magic.
anymore. Tyrion is set up
An archmage.
to take both of these locations. If he does that, I'm going to be so annoyed. Alright. We do have the cash now to upgrade. Let's find out what Tyrion does. Okay, well he didn't attack them, so we're going to at least get one of these settlements.
Bring them doom.
And well, they've got a garrison boss, so let's just fight it.
For duty! Archers!
Axor Archmage! Axor Archmage! I see my path!
Moving. It will be done. Advance. We advance. Onward.
So we've got the intention of one of their archers. I guess we're probably too damaged for them to classify as too much of a threat. Although, oh no, I've got both of them now.
Eltharion guides us. Asher, move. We go. Setting forth. Serve the king. Apace. March. Asher, advance. Asher, forward. We away. Battle calls. Quickly down.
Oh, stay out of range.
Eltharion guides us. We advance. Quickly down. Forward. We away. Onward. Advance. Moving out. Swiftly. Setting forth.
Right, how are we doing here?
Axor Archmage!
Let's charge in there.
I summon the wind!
We will obey! To the fray!
Okay, that's the rod captured.
Archers!
Asher, forward.
As you say! For Eltharion!
There we go. You can be sure auto-resolving it would have caused us more than 2 losses.
Of magic guide us. I claim it for Hoeth! High Elven Archmage.
Yeah, we don't want that building. We could... they're not growing very well over here. We need some growth buildings, but well, we'll come back there shortly. So essentially, once we take Shrine of Loek, we've secured our home region. We can then just disband this army and then just concentrate fully on the Badlands. Now we've got our port, so we can hopefully get some trades running.
Very well.
Yeah, excellent. Let's try Safari.
I bid you welcome. How wide?
Yeah, that's good.
Defender of the Ever Queen.
Everyone's got an aversion to us, so we're probably not. No, we're not going to get an agreement with him.
Protector of Ulthuan.
Looks like Shrace also has an aversion.
The Phoenix Court will hear your
So
petition.
yeah.
How can I assist you? You are well aware of the fate that awaits those.
Mistress of the all are welcome
What
in my
about
court.
Avalon?
No.
No. We need her to capture her port down around there. Then we should be able to get a trade agreement with her.
Aye. Do not sully my presence.
Karazakh, don't want to be friendly. How about the border princes?
Who calls?
Greetings.
No.
We may not.
Address me as your highness. You come before a king.
We can get trade with them. Non-aggression, military access, or I could just try to get some money. No, they don't want to give us any money.
My will. Nekara rises from the sands. King of your tribute throne, for it is a privilege to be in my throne.
They don't want to give us trade. Oh well. Alright, so that helps a lot. Almost 700 extra income. So let's just end the turn.
Your prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquest.
Shaper of fate.
And they haven't really recruited much there, so
Safari's
it's going to be
service.
straightforward just to take this last settlement and then we're done back in our home province. And after that we can just re-recruit Eltharion over here and well, go wherever we decide to go. So that in a nutshell is the start. If there's interest, I may do a follow-up episode, but for now we're going to stop here. So all I can say is be strong, be kind, and I'll see you next time.